This is how to build a tumble composter for under 15 bucks. This weekend, my wife and I were driving to a local festival and drove by an old farm and feed store and saw that they were selling big plastic drums for 12 bucks. The guy had them in 55 and 30 gallon sizes. I chose the 30. That's pretty much big enough for most houses or families, and also it was big enough or small enough that it would fit in my car. A couple things to know about picking a drum for a tumble composter. Black's a good size because it collects heat. Also too, there's two types of plastic drums. And I always recommend plastic because metal eventually corrodes. But with plastic, there are drums that hold liquid, and normally they have a 2.5 inch to 3 inch hole in the top of them to get the liquid out. But ones that contain powders or granules, they'll have a full top that comes off, and normally a metal band that goes around, expands, and locks down to hold that top on. That's what I suggest. The only real modifications you need to do outside of cleaning the tumble composter is to drill a couple holes in it, because sometimes liquid is produced as things break down inside of it, or organic matter. All I did, took my drill, 1/4 inch bit or 3/8 inch bit, and drilled about 5 holes down one line of it. Whenever you tumble this tumble composter, you're going to make sure that those drip holes are facing the ground so the water can drain out. Benefits of having a tumble composter, well, there's many. If you're not composting, you're really not getting the most out of the things you use in your house. It makes great fertilizer for soil, and if you garden, it's priceless. In the past, for the past couple years, I've had a little locked-in section over here with a couple 4x4s, and it was worked pretty well. I had it down here in the corner of my yard. You can tell it's a little overgrown, but sometimes it smells funny. It takes the compost about 6 months before it's ready to be used, at least. So it just doesn't produce as much as I would like to. With a tumble composter like this, I can put those same leaves and kitchen scraps and all that in here, and hopefully they should be ready within 2 to 3 weeks. Only thing you have to remember to do is spray them with a little bit of water when you put it in there, and roll it around every 2 to 3 days. And hopefully within a few weeks you should have compost. You make sure you leave a little bit in there each time you refill it, just because of the organisms inside the compost that break down the organic materials need to be present. And if you leave some of the old compost in there, it'll mix into the new materials that you put in. So good luck and happy gardening.